Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Allie and I do Plan With Me videos in my Erin Condren Hourly Life Planner. Today we are actually going to be planning out the month of November. That's actually my birthday month. So yes, today we are going to be using a PlannerKate kit as usual, and that is kit 570. And I personally only stick with the L1 monthly sheet. If you are unfamiliar, PlannerKate does offer kind of like an a la carte option for all of her kits, but for the monthly kit specifically, I just get this one sheet because that's really all I need for the monthly. I am going to be using a Tombow to mark my weekend, kind of like I was doing a couple of months ago. I did not have room for it in my October month, so we're going to go back to it. And this is the color that I am choosing. If I do sound stuffed up, I apologize. I don't feel sick. However, with the change in the weather this week here in Indiana, it has been, I don't think my sinuses are too happy. So I don't think I'm sick, but I definitely sound like it. So I apologize. And I put that on pretty straight for the most part. So I'll take it. We're just going to go with it. Today is Halloween, the day that I'm filming this. So happy Halloween. I love Halloween. Halloween season is probably my favorite time of the year. Yes, even more so than Christmas. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. Love, love, love it. However, for me, Halloween and Christmas are kind of like neck and neck. Like, this is Halloween for me and Christmas is just below it. So Halloween is a little bit bittersweet for me because it's like I'm excited that it's Halloween, but I'm sad that it's because it's like marking the end of spooky season, and I love it. I love spooky season. Okay, Monday, Tuesday. I am going for a Monday start again. I wouldn't say I'm like 100% used to the changing up my Monday start in the monthly, but I'm a lot better than I used to be. Yeah, the weather here in Indiana, just all week, it has been cold, windy, and it makes me sad. I don't like cold weather, guys. I don't like it. Okay, I am going to, first I'm actually going to mark off, what did I do with my Tombow? Here it is. I'm going to mark off Saturday and Sunday so that my eye is drawn to the weekend. And then after that, I will be doing my day dots. Okay, so we are now done. I did go ahead and put down the holidays, like the little holiday flags in. I do need to white out the 30th and then where the holidays are written in. So I'm going to do that now. I'm actually going to white out the whole line. Okay. All right. So we have quite a few things going on or happening this month. Let's see. First things first, I am going to try and go in order. Saturday the 1st, which is in current time, that is actually tomorrow. My daughter has a basketball game. So that is at 10:30. And then we are actually, even though it technically won't be Halloween anymore, our local zoo is doing Zubu up until November 2nd. So we are actually going to be going to Zubu on November 1st because that is the only time that we have been able to go this year. So we are writing that in. We're going to go sometime in the late afternoon, early evening. Okay. Daylight savings, I got that in. On the 4th, my daughter has basketball practice. So this month, as you can probably already tell, there's going to be a lot of basketball games and practices. And some days off of school because of break, like Thanksgiving break, and the fact that my daughter and we are taking a mommy-daughter trip to Disney. And this Disney trip is happening for sure. It's been rescheduled twice. It is happening because I bought the plane tickets. And to me, once flights are booked, that means the trip is official, because I'm okay. It's so easy to like change or reschedule a Disney trip. But I will refuse to change or cancel a flight unless it's like a life or death situation. Thankfully, or hopefully, that will not ever happen. So currently, we are going to Disney the 17th through the 20th, a mommy-daughter trip. I am so freaking excited. Not only am I excited to be back in my happy place again, but I'm just excited to do a trip just me and my daughter. I do feel slightly guilty for not taking my youngest, my son. He's 4. I know he wants to go back because he doesn't really remember the previous trips to Disney. But I know that this will be really good for like mother-daughter bonding time, and there will be times in the future where I will take my son, just me and him as well. So, long story short, I'm super excited for this little core memory that we're going to have, just me and my daughter. Okay, so moving on. Basketball practice at 6 p.m. That is on the 4th. Moving on to the 5th, my daughter's school, her class has Imagination Lab. So I need to know when that happens because she will be needing to be dressed accordingly. The 6th. So the 6th is technically my daughter has skills clinic. I do think I'm going to write that in. However, I don't know if she's going to go because I am going to be out of town that day. So skills clinic is at 6 p.m. And that is for her basketball, if you are unaware. However, it is optional. Skills clinic is always optional. They do have a choice on whether or not they want to go or not. So that's why I'm like, since I'm going to be out of town, I don't know if she'll be able to go. We did ask my father-in-law if he could take her, and he said tentatively yes. It depends on, he is a government worker, so it depends on if he is still on government shutdown. So, anyway, I will be in Columbus. Me and another friend of mine, Suzanne, we are driving to Columbus for the day because our best friend, my longtime best friend, Sarah, I've been friends with her for over 20 years now. It doesn't seem like I'm that old enough to say that, but I am. Yeah, she now lives in Arizona, but she is flying to Columbus, Ohio for work. And since it's only like a 2 or 3 hour drive from me, we're just going to go see each other because I haven't seen her in over a year, probably almost 2 years. I haven't seen her. So we're just going to make a little trip. My friend Suzanne and I, we're going to go. The three of us were all like best friends. So it's just going to be a quick, fun trip. We're just going to have dinner. Unfortunately, we can't stay in her hotel room since it is company paid. So we're just going to make our way back home right after dinner. Okay, moving on. Nothing on the 7th, the 8th, a game. We have another game. Actually, we have 2 games on the 8th. That's going to be fun. 8:30 and then 9:30. So it's kind of like a double game. So yeah, busy morning. That is on the 8th. And what else we got? The 9th. My birthday is on the 12th. I will be turning 38. And I'm celebrating it with my family on the 9th. So we're just going to have dinner. I kind of want to use a bigger box. So give me just 1 second. Okay, I know these oranges are different. Actually, let's use the gray. Gray goes with everything. So we're going to use that one for dinner. It's kind of like a lighter gray, but that's okay. Let's actually center that. I don't like that. Oh, it's kind of like off center. And I do have a sheet of black and white icons for the balloons. So we're just going to use that. I'll leave that out because I might use it again. Okay, do we have anything on the 10th? Yes, we do. My kids have their dentist appointments, their dental cleanings on the 10th. Those are at 3 p.m. they are going to be so thrilled, as everybody is, to go to the dentist. And like I said, my birthday is the 12th. So some people might find it kind of weird to like put your own birthday down. Because A, of course I know what my birthday is, and B, I don't know, some people might just find it weird, but I don't. And I think that birthdays should always be celebrated. You should always celebrate your birthday. It is a privilege to grow older. Does it sometimes suck to grow older? It sucks to have your body grow old, I can say, like, because things start failing on you. But even if you do take care of yourself, sometimes your body just starts to give out. But it should still be celebrated to live another year. Growing old is a privilege denied by many. I firmly believe that. So, yes, I will be putting my own birthday in my planner. Not as like a narcissist type thing, like, ooh, it's my birthday, look at me, everybody. But I am a firm believer that you should definitely always value birthdays, not just everybody else's birthday, but yourself as well, because you should just be thankful that you got to grow older another year. So that's just my little belief. Okay, moving on. The 15th. Guess what? We have a game. Game at 8:30. I'm not going to be a fan of all of these 8:30 games because getting my kids up and out the door, let me rephrase that. Getting my daughter up and out the door in the mornings is a nightmare. I'll be honest, it's a nightmare. My son, not so much. Once he wakes up, 9 times out of 10, he is happy. He will get dressed when we ask him to. Even if we have to help him, it's not an issue. And he is ready to go, and then he will easily get in the car. My daughter, on the other hand, is not that simple. So these 8:30 games, I'm not looking forward to them. All right, moving on to the 17th. That's Disney Day. That's Disney Travel Day. How do I want to mark that? So I definitely think I want to use the washi to mark off the time or the days that we will be there. So that is the 17th. We fly out Monday the 17th, and we come back, unfortunately, we come back super early on the 20th. I prefer leaving Disney later in the day, obviously, because I want to get the most out of my Disney vacation and I want to stay at Disney as long as possible. However, all of the flights that were decently priced, there was really only one option, and it was to leave. The flight leaves at 5:30 in the morning. So that means we have to be at the airport earlier than that. Thankfully, I am TSA pre-checked, so hopefully we will get through security quickly because of that. So I'm not a fan of leaving Disney early. I try to do a flight out of Disney in the evening. But like I said, the only option that was relatively priced was super early in the morning. So it is what it is. I'm just going to leave that as is for now. I don't know how I want. Let's just write it down. How about that? We're just going to write Disney. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for now. I will probably add in like some cute little, I know I have Once More with Love airplane stickers, but I also, do I have any Coffee Monsters Co? That's what I'm thinking of. I don't want to use those in my monthly, but I will definitely be using these in my weekly, my daily. I have the hiccups. Sorry. Okay. Moving on. I'll figure out the Disney cute little details later. Moving on, we are going to go the 21st. I am going to have my daughter go back to school on the 21st, I think. Moving on to the 22nd. Guess what? We have a game. And I'm all out of little labels. Let me grab my samplers. Do I have any time labels that match this taupe color? I could always use a gray. I think I'm going to go with this darker gray color, and my cat is scratching at the door wanting to come in. If you hear meowing, I will let him in just a moment. Hold on, Karma. He can never decide. What day are we doing? The 22nd? He can never decide if he wants in or out. And I have to film with my door closed. Thank you. Okay, my husband let him in. So the cat is now in the room. I now have two cats in the room. Okay. Oh, no, 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 honey. No, no, no. No. No, Karma. Hey, mister. Are you trying to make a cameo? What are you doing? Can you get down, please? Okay. I know. I love you too, honey. Okay. Come on. Okay. I'm trying to get the camera back to how it was. So in moving the cat off, I don't know how much of that I'm going to edit, but in moving him off of my desk, his body bumped my camera. So hopefully that still looks okay. No, Karma. Come on. Come on. You're being a stinker. Don't nudge it. Okay. All right, now that that's over with, I think, okay, yeah, he's behind me. Moving on. My kids will be off for fall break, or not fall break. They will be off for Thanksgiving break, the 26th through the 28th. So, I do think, do I want to mark that? Yeah, I think I do. I was unsure if I wanted to mark it just like how I did with the Disney trip with the washi, but I do. So let's move this guy up. Don't judge my dirty desk mat. I need to desperately wash it. Clearly. There's just so many things to do and not enough hours in the day to do it. And I'm sure you all can relate. Okay. here. I don't need this anymore. Thanksgiving will be on the 27th, and then I need to find a no school sticker, which I have tons of those in my kit leftovers. Here we go. You know what? I am going to use 3 of them because I have so many of them that I need to use up. Why not? Normally I would just use 1 because it's like consistent days of no school, but oh well. Let's switch it up. Let's be different. Paydays. I do need to put paydays in. I feel like did I forget that in October? No, did it? Okay. I do need to get payday stickers. Okay, that took me a minute because I needed to count out how many payday stickers I needed. So my husband will get paid on the 5th and on the 19th. And then I get paid from Etsy and Shopify. I'm just going to put my Etsy ones in, and then I will know when to do my, actually no, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I just know that I get paid every Tuesday on Etsy. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put in the Shopify ones. Because technically I can choose to get paid any day that I want via Shopify. However, I kind of want to keep my Shopify payments consistent with every other week. And those every other weeks being the opposite weeks of my husband, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. It makes sense in my brain. Apologies if it does not make sense to other people. I'm just going to move it to Friday. Okay. Is that all we have? I think that's all we have. Oh, no, wait. I do have something that I added on my schedule for the 30th. I do have a workshop to do. Okay, now I think that's it for the actual plans. I do want to put in the basketballs, like all the little black and white icons. I do want to put in my workshop that I'm doing. It is via Zoom, so it is via Zoom, so I will be using one of these guys. All right, and for the basketballs, we don't have any more oranges left, so we're just going to do the blank ones. Oh, I also do have a munchkin from Once More with Love for the dentist, so that'll be cute. I'll use that too. I'm just going to put one basketball right there for the double games. And now my cat is getting into my jewelry. I love that for me. Yeah, you better walk away. I love him. Ooh, I can also use a car for the Columbus trip. Here we go. And I do have some oranges left on those. And I do have airplanes too. Do I want to use these airplanes or do I want to use the Munchkin airplanes? Decisions. Let's get the dentist one first. I haven't put in a Once More with Love order in a long time, and I would like to. I think that's all I'm going to put down for now. Yeah, like I said, I could decorate this cute little area, but I'm a little indecisive right now, and I don't know what I want to do. So if I change my mind at some point, if I do decorate it, maybe at some point I'll flip back and show you guys. But for now, that is what my November plan with me looks like. It looks a little dark on this side. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, if you liked this plan with me, please give it a like. If this is your first plan with me that you've seen, or your first video of mine that you've seen, and you wouldn't mind seeing more from me, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 1,000 and I just hit 230. So I do have a ways to go, but I'm very, very proud and thankful of being at the number that I'm at right now, considering I started this channel in June. So it hasn't been a full 6 months yet. So yeah, thank you so much to everybody who has watched. Especially if you're watching the end of this video, I greatly appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a happy November. Bye everyone.